Hello, everybody. Today's story is called The Squirrels Who Squabbled, and it's by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Oh dear, hope none of you are having any arguments. Right, let's see. In a towering forest where summer had been, the cool air bit fresh and the mosses grew green. And as autumn edged in and the sky raged red, the sleepiest creatures got ready for bed. While up in a tree swung a flighty young squirrel who everyone knew as spontaneous Cyril. And there's Cyril. He doesn't look like he's getting ready for bed. He looks like he's having lots of fun. Now, most foresty folk had seen to their needs through the plentiful months of mushrooms and seeds. They'd built up their stores, they'd all be well fed through the frosting of winter that glittered ahead. Look at them all the mice collecting all their little bits, all of these, taking food to their stores. But Cyril, he lived in the now and the here. He'd ventured and partied his way through the year. So his cupboard was empty, his hollow was bare. He hadn't a mouthful of food anywhere. Oh dear. Cyril the squirrel. But what was that? Over there, take a look. A single long lone pine cone wedged in a nook. He squealed with delight, and for very good reason, for inside were the very last nuts of the season. Can you see it there on the branch in a little nook? But Cyril wasn't alone. There were more hungry eyes. Yes, plan ahead Bruce had his sights on the prize. Though he had gathered a mountain of bounty, hard fought, Bruce was convinced he was one pine cone short. I simply must have it, he wistfully cried as he dreamt of the fresh, juicy pine nuts inside. Look how much food he's got. What a pile. Ooh. So Cyril set off on his way to the ground. Bruce, he was also last pine cone bound. They sprinted and scurried with no time to gamble. They scratched at the bark in their scampering scramble. But their panic and haste shook the tips of the spruce, and the pine cone, it trembled, and then it came loose. They can't reach it, it's falling. Both squirrels gave chase at a lightning pace. This was the start of a wild, nutty race. It's mine, shouted Cyril. No, mine, hollered Bruce. You don't stand a chance. Give it up, it's no use. I'm hungry, said Cyril. This cone is not yours. Stay back, shouted Bruce. This cone is for my stores. Oh dear, they're arguing, aren't they? It boinged over bushes and flew through the air. It binged landed on the nose of a slumbering bear. It bounced over boulders, then came to a stop, then teetered and wobbled and quivered and plop! Both squirrels followed. Oh, the water was fast. Would they learn that they needed each other at last? But each was intent on how he could win, so they didn't quite notice a bird sweeping in. Look at it, it's coming in. Cyril and Bruce, they watched in dismay as their cone disappeared, up, up, and away. "Come back!" shouted Cyril. "They're our nuts!" exclaimed Bruce. But all hope was gone. It was simply no use. And meanwhile they drifted right up to the ledge. Greed, it was driving them over the edge. Look at them, they're falling. Cyril and Bruce, they had taken a fall. They were paying the price for wanting it all. They had squandered their chances to team up and share. Would their nutty young hopes simply end in despair? Oh no, poor Cyril and Bruce, they're falling, falling, falling. Look at the fish, it's falling with them. Oh dear. Bruised and bedraggled, they swept past dry land. Cyril grabbed at a branch with a trembling hand. Catching Bruce with the other, he heaved and he huffed and dragged him to safety with panting and puffs. They stared at the sky, quite lost in deep thought, until Bruce looked at Cyril and let out a snort. "How silly we are," he proclaimed all a jiggle. "How greedy I've been," spluttered Bruce with a giggle. "We shall change from today. May the squabbling cease. We should celebrate, seeing we're both in one piece." Yes, they are. They're safe. That's the most important thing. From that day forward, they made a great pair. They would gather together and found they could share. Yes, Cyril and Bruce, they knew it in the end. Gosh, look at that feast. The best thing to share is a laugh with your friend. And look at them. They look very happy there, don't they? I'll just say that again. The best thing to share is a laugh with your friend. That is one of the best things. So make sure you do that lots. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.